Isn't this a beautiful morning?
Very.
AC boats sound this.
That's an awfully elegant pose, but is all that elegance necessary?
And why not? I represent Marichex, don't I? We're not a butcher shop or a hardware store. We're a perfumery. That means we're
stylish,
that's it.
with a quiet dignity.
Yes! And we get the tilt of our hats right.
That's right.
When I ride my bike, people see what Marichex like. So I think it's very important that I look my best.
And how many people did you run over today?
Not one.
Well, it's early.
Here comes Miss Ritter.
Oh?
She spent the night with Mr. Kadai.
Again?
They always kiss goodbye at the newsman. Then she walks around the block to make a stink. She's been home.
Good morning.
Good day.
How are you this glorious day? Have you seen a lovelier morning? It's too nice a day to be inside shuffling soap. I have no more energy whatsoever. Does anybody mind if I take the day off? Arpad, aren't you old enough to take me away from all this?
I'm old enough.
Then marry me and I'll quit my job. I'm afraid you're not quite old enough.
It won't be long, though. I'm catching up. You know, Miss Horvath always used to say, I get to be 35 before you ever did.
Oh, Mr. Kadai.
Good morning.
Good day.
How are you this radiant day? What a rare, magnificent morning. Is it? Ah, good morning, my dear. How are you this ravishing day? Do you know you've never looked more exquisite?
Thank you, kind sir.
What a lovely dress. Than what she had on yesterday, Mr. Kadai.
Oh, Mr. Novak. Good morning. Good day.
Isn't that a beautiful sky? What a perfect sample of summer weather.
It's too nice a day to be indoors counting out change. What a waste of holiday weather altogether. Let's all run away.
Wouldn't it be something if we all took off from work?
Even Mr. Maricheck without a single clerk.
Why not have a picnic?
I could bring my nice preserves.
Champagne might be nice with hot hors d'oeuvres. It's too nice. It's too nice. Inside of his soul. Getting our crazy. Getting our crazy. It's so nice. It's so nice. Going under a tree.
Long out of a job.
You can toss that once you get suntan.
I'll stay untanned.
Pale but solvent. A picnic. A picnic. Oh well.
Well, Mr. Novak, was the chicken the usual success? Last night, your weekly dinner with Mr. and Mrs. Maricheck.
Oh, yes. Did you ask Mr. Maricheck?
I'm sorry, sir.
Did you ask Mr. Maricheck about replacing Miss Horvath yet?
I mentioned it. Absolutely not. After all, with business the way it's been.
Yes, but it's bound to pick up, especially now that Hammerschmidt's is closed.
Have you ever tried their hand cream? I wonder if it's any good.
Good. My dear woman, my wife has been using their products for years. In fact, I've often wondered why theirs are so much better than everyone else's.
You should know Mr.
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Face like yours. Oh, I see what you mean.
You look enchanting.
Glamorous as garbo.
Mouth. That's all. I got another letter today.
From her?
It's so beautiful, I've got to read it to you.
Did she close a snapshot this time? Did she say anything about, meeting face to face?
Oh, we're going to very soon, but just listen to this. Dear friend, yesterday morning I ran through the rain to the post office. I had the key in my hand, the key to box 1433. Trembling, I opened the door and reached inside, and oh, my dear friend, there you were. I took you out and held you in my hand for a moment. Then I sat down, gently opened you, and read you.
Seapots! Could you lend me one of your stomach pills?
Yes, sir, of course, sir.
Thank you. You know whose fault this is?
No, sir.
Yours.
Mine.
Every time you come to dinner, Mrs. Meritek tries to fatten you up. She has the cook make dumplings and cream gravy, and what happens? You stay thin, and I get heartburn.
I'm sorry, sir.
George, it's time you married. Haven't you had enough of living in furnished rooms and running around to cabarets and dance halls?
Mr. Marichek, I haven't been to a dance hall in years.
Oh, I know what you bachelors are like. Remember, I was once one myself, and what a bachelor. Or even every other night. You only think that it's necessary.
Mr. Marichek!
Oh, here they are.
What?
A little surprise for you.
What is it?
It's a genuine leather box. Wait, listen. Isn't that lovely? Here, you try it.
What else does it do?
What do you mean, what else? It's a genuine leather musical cigarette box. And only 10 and 6. Now, how's that for a moment?
But who will buy it?
I can see you're in a difficult mood today. Let's ask some of the other people around here, get their honest opinions. Mr. Kadai.
Yes, sir.
Will it sell?
Oh, I can't imagine why not, sir. I'd go even a step further. I think that this will turn cigarette smokers into music lovers, and it will turn music lovers into cigarette smokers.
Thank you, Mr. Kadai.
You're welcome, sir.
Now, George, I'll make you a bet. I'll bet you 10 and 6 will sell the first of these boxes within 1 hour.
I don't want to take your money.
10 and 6, 1 hour, no more, no less. Is it a bet?
Well,
He's not so confident now.
It's a bet.
You will pay through the nose, you will pay through the nose. Good day, madam, may I help you?
I'd like a large tube of Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa cold cream, certainly, madam. Isn't that a lovely melody? Oh, we also have the 9 and 6. This is a musical cigarette box. And 1 ounce bottle. Certainly, madam. Mr. Seapost, your customer.
Yes, sir. Right over here, madam.
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Who can I talk to about returning a jar of sour face cream?
Oh, Mr. Kadar, your customer.
Yes, right this way, madam.
Good day, madam. May I help you?
No. Yes.
We have a complete stock of perfumes, soaps, shampoos,
No.
bath oils, bath salts,
No.
cold creams, face creams, nail polishes,
No.
brushes, hard, soft, and medium.
No.
Toilet water? There's a special this week only on Roses of Italy. I'll show it to you.
Thursday? Good.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, madam. Please hold again.
Let me spray a little on your hand.
No.
No.
Actually, you see, I'm not going to buy any. I'm not going to buy anything. Is Mr. Marichek here?
He's in the back room.
May I speak to him, please?
Perhaps I can help you.
I don't think so.
He's quite busy.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just wait somewhere quietly till he's free.
May I ask the nature of your business?
I think I better speak to Mr. Marichek personally.
Very well. May I have your name, please?
Oh, Balish. Amalia Balish.
Very well, Miss Balish. I'll tell him you're here.
One more thing, sir. Miss Horvath, who used to work here, the one who's having the baby, she hasn't been replaced yet, has she?
Are you looking for a job?
No. Well, I guess you could call it that. Oh, but I'm a very good sales girl. Really, very good. I know the perfumery business inside and out. I worked at Hammerschmidt's 5 years. 5 years and 8 months. And they were always very satisfied with me. I have a letter here from Mr. Hammerschmidt himself. It's somewhere here. It says, Miss Balish is honest, dependable, and dedicated. Dedicated. It's somewhere here. And she also has an abundance of those qualities which go towards making a superior salesperson. I highly recommend her. Signed, Herman Hammerschmidt. Oh, here.
I'm sure it's just as you say, but unfortunately, we're not replacing Miss Horvath right now. If you'd like to leave your name...
Balish. Amalia Balish.
And then if anything should come up,
I'd like to speak to Mr. Marichek, please.
I'm afraid if it's only about a job...
Please, sir.
I'm sorry, it just can't be done.
What can't be done? At Marichek's, nothing is impossible. Perhaps I can help you.
She wants a job.
What?
Oh, but I worked at Hammerschmidt's.
I'm sorry.
I have a letter here from
It's
Mr.
out of the
Hammerschmidt.
question. Really, George, why can't you handle this sort of thing without calling me in?
Sir, I am a very good sales
If
girl.
you'll excuse me.
Really, I am. I am very good. Aren't these marvelous boxes? And only 10 and 6. Can you imagine?
What are they for?
Oh, why, they're for... candy.
Candy?
Why, yes, madam. It's the latest thing. And just look at the workmanship.
A musical candy box.
Certainly, madam. It combines the 3 elements of good taste. Attractive to the eye, attractive to the ear, and functional.
How functional?
How? Well, let me tell you. This box has been a lifesaver to many, many women who have the slight tendency to overweight. Oh, and don't we all? We sit at home reading a good book or listening to a symphony, and suddenly, without realizing, our hand slips into the candy box. We become indiscreet, eating sweet after sweet, though we know all too well where that may lead. So this box was designed with the 2 of us us in mind as the kind of reminder we need. When you raise the lid, the music plays like a disappearing note, and it sings in your ear, more candy, my dear, in a way it's a little like the voice of God.
I'll take it.
Thank you, madam.
Madam, if you'll come this way, that will be 3 and 8 for the large jar of face cream.
Oh, and 10 and 6 for the box. Thank you very much, madam.
You're hired, miss.
Bolish. Amalia Bolish.
Welcome to Maricheck's, Miss Bolish. And now, Mr. Novak, if you please.
3 and 8, and 10 and 6, and
Your packages, madam.
oh. Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again,
Dear friend, when a day brings petty aggravations and my poor frayed nerves are all askew, I forget these unimportant matters, pouring out my hopes and dreams to you. As I rest my pen and look around me, I can see the summer disappear. My dear friend, all at once, autumn's here.
Good morning, Miss Ritter. Good morning, Arthur. Look.
Autumn!
Ilona, here you are on this first October day, the quintessence of autumn. I do hope you'll forgive me for our little misunderstanding last night. I just can't bear it when we quarrel. Can you, darling, truthfully, go to hell?
Dear friend, with November just around the corner, I've a feeling you may also share. Do you feel an undertone of discord and a sense of tension in the air?
Really, Mr. Novak, must this sidewalk always be covered with leaves?
No, sir, but Mr. Maricheck. Mr. Maricheck! If it weren't for your endearing manners, I'd be flying south with all the geese. By the way, have you read War and Peace?
Good morning, Mr. Novak.
Good morning, Miss Bolish. I see you're on time today. Congratulations.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, but I'm not disappointed. Far from it. Let's just call it surprise.
It's so
Always argue. Why is that? It's a very simple chemical reaction. You see, when two people like each other very much, they like each other. I think so. They like each other very much. Don't you think we should tell them? Arpad, my boy, they'd never believe us.
Look! Winter! Dear friend, have you set your calendar for Tuesday when we bring this chapter to a close? When I meet my lady of the letters, who puts tiny faces in her O's. In the freezing weather of December, I'll be warmly waiting for our date. Until then comes the ice.
I'm late for work. I'm late. Am I very late? Did Mr. Novak say anything? Where is he?
In the workroom. Well, you're all new, the shoes, the dress.
Top to bottom. Surprised you recognized me. Do I look all right?
Lovely.
Beautiful.
It took me 3 hours to get dressed. That's why I'm so late.
I have a feeling our little Miss Balish here must be in love. And you have a rendezvous with him this evening?
And how do you know that?
Well, Mr. Kodai is an expert in love, which is quite remarkable considering he's never been in it.
Good morning, Miss Polish.
He didn't yell at me. What's wrong with him?
He's got other things on his mind. Mr. Marichuk's very upset.
He is? Again?
And you know, he gets the worst of it.
Mr. Novak!
Yes, sir?
You see this?
Yes.
You know what this is?
Of course. A tube of Mona Lisa cold cream.
Here. So you tried it.
Oh, the back came off.
I was under the impression it was your responsibility to make sure the tubes are filled correctly. If that responsibility is too much for you, Mr. Novak,
Marichuk,
or is there something wrong with the tubes? Are they defective?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, then it wouldn't be asking too much for the cream to come out the right end.
No, it wouldn't be asking too much.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. That's all I wanted to know.
George, what? There's Mona Lisa all over your coat.
Oh, thanks, Vladislav.
Ugh, you're so nervous. You're vibrating.
It's a new suit, Vladislav. I've never worn it to work before.
Oh? What's the occasion?
The biggest ever. I'm meeting her tonight.
You mean the letter girl? Face to face at last?
Face to face. At last.
I just hope she lives up to your expectations.
Can I tell you something, Vladislav? I hope she doesn't. I mean, I hope she isn't as beautiful as I think she is, or as brilliant as I think she is. Because what will she think of me? A very ordinary clerk in a very ordinary shop. And a terrible liar.
A liar?
The things I wrote in those letters.
You lied?
Well, I certainly exaggerated.
No wonder why you're vibrating.
I'm nervous and upset because this girl I've never met, I get to meet tonight at 8. I'm taking her to dinner at a charming old cafe, but who can eat tonight at 8? It's early in the morning and our date is not till 8 o'clock tonight, and yet already I can see what a nightmare this whole day will be. I haven't slept a wink, I only think of our approaching tete-a-tete tonight at 8. I feel a combination of depression and elation. Wanna stay to wait tonight. 3 more minutes, 2 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. In spite of all I've written, she may not be very smitten, and my hopes perhaps may all collapse kaput tonight at 8. I wish I knew exactly how I'll act or what will happen when we dine tonight at 8. I know I'll drop the silverware, but will I spill the water or the wine tonight at 8? Tonight I'll walk right up and sit right down beside the smartest girl in town, and then it's anybody's guess. More and more I'm breathing less and less. In my imagination, I can hear our conversation taking shape tonight at 8. I'll sit there saying absolutely nothing, or I'll dabble like an 8 tonight at 8. 2 more minutes, 3 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. I'll know when this is done if something's ended or begun, and if it goes alright, who knows I'm right. Propose tonight at 8.
Well, this is fun. I love Christmas wrapping.
It certainly is a pleasant change. You know, for the last month, I've done practically nothing but fill those darn tubes of Mona Lisa.
Well, what do you care? You're in love with some nice, eligible young man, so you know we kiss all of this goodbye. So tell me, what's he like? Tell me all about him. I love to suffer.
Well,
Is he tall?
so-so.
So 6 feet, so 5 feet.
I've never measured.
Color of hair, color of eyes.
Sandy hair. Not really light, not really dark.
And the eyes?
Bluish, greenish,
Brownish?
a little.
Is he handsome?
It's difficult to say. You know, at times he is, and then again, at times he's not.
Well built?
Average.
Do you want a piece of good advice? Don't lose him in a crowd.
Why am I such an unconvincing liar? The truth is, I've never met him. Ever, really.
Never?
That's why I don't know if he's tall, wide, short, narrow, pink, or green, or even what his name is.
You mean all this fuss is about a blind date? God, you're more desperate than I am.
It is not a blind date. I know him.
How?
Letters. Many, many letters.
You belong to a Lonely Hearts Club?
I'd never done that sort of thing before. I've read the advertisements in the papers.
Well, who hasn't? Young man wants young lady wants young man.
But I'd never taken them seriously. That is, until one day I saw his advertisement. Even then, I tried not to answer it really, but it just kept calling out to me.
He could be 75.
No, the advertisement said young man.
You haven't even asked for a photograph.
I don't know his name or what he looks like, but I have a much more certain guide. I know exactly what he looks like inside. When I undertook this correspondence, little did I know I'd grow so fond. Little did I know our views would so correspond. He writes what his feelings are on Jean Flaubert, Chopin, Renoir. The more I read, the more I find we're one in mind and heart. I know the kind of home they share, the books, the prints, the music there, the whole life that's warm and full and rich in love and art. I don't need to see his handsome profile. I don't need to see his manly frame. All I need to know is in each letter, each if I knew his name, I know so well. I know that he's a very successful person. He's terribly well educated. And he's gentle and kind and soft-spoken. I know all this about him and so much more. I've just never met him. That's all.
If he's handsome, doesn't much matter. But his personal habits are more important than his looks. Supposing he snores like a locomotive, suppose he grinds his teeth, suppose he's another lawyer. Good luck with your books. And another small detail, that I will set him on the details as I come to think of it, maybe you're right, maybe it doesn't matter. I said, there may be so much past in the life. And
I need to see
Mr. Novak,
Yes, sir?
perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the Christmas decorations. I don't see them.
We haven't started them yet. I meant to talk to you about it in a day or two.
I am sick and tired of you running to me like a baby on every little matter that comes up.
Mr. Marichek, that's not fair.
Kindly inform all the other employees they'll have to stay late tonight. Now, is that clear? Even to you?
It's perfectly clear, but I'm afraid I can't make it. I have an appointment. I can stay tomorrow night, Thursday night,
Not
Friday.
really necessary. I assure you we will get along splendidly without you. That's all. Thank you.
That's not all, Mr. Marichek. For the past month, I can't seem to do anything right. Everything's changed. What is it? Is it me? Is it you? If my work's bad now, it's been bad for the past 15 years. Why the hell did you wait till now to start telling me?
How dare you raise your voice in this shop? Clumsy idiot!
Thank you.
Please call again. Do call again. Now.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
I had to, before you did something foolish, like resign.
I'm not sure I appreciate that.
No, I didn't do it for you, George. I did it for me. If your successor comes in, he might take one look at me and say, what is this oaf doing in this fancy perfumery?
You're a very good clerk, Ladislav.
I'm an idiot, but at least I'm an idiot with a job. That's all right with me. Here's my rule. Never disagree. Where's my pride? Swallow love deep inside, where it doesn't show. Bowing, scraping, nodding, beaming, always humble, not an ounce of self-respect. Yes, sir, yes, sir. So right, sir. Black is white, sir. Excuse me while I can reflect. How do I remain so calm and cheerful? How do I retain my peace of mind? Let me just explain my rationale. It's all in your perspective. Listen. I am only one of several in a rather small perfumery, which is one of several in the city, which is one of many cities in this country, which is only one of many countries, which are on this continent, which is only one of 7 on this not so special planet, which is one of several in the solar system, which is one of the solar systems in this vast and inconceivable affair that is the universe. So, in this infinite, incomprehensible scheme, if a dot called Marichek should scream at a speck called Seacoast, what on earth does it matter? So call me fool. That's all right with me. Here's my rule. Never disagree. Where's my pride? Where's long ago? Deep inside, where it doesn't show. Just maintain a true perspective, and it's easy to avoid a clash of wills. Just maintain a true perspective, and make sure you're well supplied with stomach pills. Let me put it honestly, I'm not picture with a wife and children to support. Anyways, my greed is short and simple. Honest into words, George. Do not lose
This is going to be a charge. Here's the lady's name.
Just the name? After such a long telephone conversation. No phone number?
I don't need it. She's got mine.
Well, I have you all here. Miss Polish, Mr. Marichek wants everyone to stay late tonight
Why?
to work on the Christmas decorations. All right?
Well, I guess so.
Of course. Good day, madam. May I help you?
Mr. Novak, I can't stay.
Why?
I've got a date. You know I've got a date.
I know no such thing.
Why else would I be wearing these new clothes? To trim a tree in?
I'm only following Mr. Marichek's instructions.
I can't stay.
You are not being very cooperative, Miss Polish.
Why did he have to pick this one night? Or was it you who picked it, Mr. Novak, just because you knew I had a date?
Thank you, madam. Please call again. Do call again, madam.
You know, I find it quite depressing that anyone could hate me that much.
I do not hate you, Miss Polish. But until you came here, this was a happy, peaceful place. Now the whole atmosphere's changed. Everyone's cranky. Mr. Marichek's on the warpath.
That is not my fault.
The Mona Lisa's coming out the wrong end of the tube.
And that's not my fault. Is it?
You've been filling them.
According to your instructions.
Oh, well. Let's not argue about it now. Can we have a truce?
So, anytime, Mr. Novak. After all, you're always the one who starts things.
I'm the one?
You have always resented me since the first day I came here, when I made you lose that bet to Mr. Marichek. Oh, for 10 and 6, wasn't it? To think someone could hate me so much just for 10 and 6.
That's nonsense.
Or was it your male pride that was wounded because I went over your head? Oh, men always do seem to resent things like that.
I do not resent you, Miss Polish.
Yes, you do.
For heaven's sake, I do not resent you. But if I did, I would have a very good reason. Can you deny you hadn't worked here 2 weeks before you started making very public, very humiliating remarks about me?
That's only because you kept going around calling me Miss A. Molly Abolish. Miss A. Molly Abolish. You think I liked that?
You think I liked your criticizing my socks, my tie, my fingernails?
Much better.
That must be the rudest, most difficult, worst-tempered girl in the world.
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see Lily's sentence.
Yes, right this way, madam.
Well, Mr. Novak, hard at work as usual, I see.
Good day, madam. May I help you?
Have you made the arrangements about tonight?
Yes, sir. Miss Ritter, Mr. Kadai, and Mr. Seapost can all stay. And our pad, of course.
What about Miss Polish?
She has an appointment?
Ah, an appointment. Well, I guess you could hardly prevail on her to stay when you're not going to.
Any other night, Mr. Marichek.
There seem to be a great many things, Mr. Novak, that interest you far more than your position here.
Mr. Marichek, I am devoted to this shop. I couldn't work any harder if I owned it.
If you owned it? Well, let me tell you something, my young friend. No matter what you do, you will never get your hands on this shop. Never! Not if I have to come down from heaven and stop you myself. Is that clear?
Yes, it's perfectly clear.
Now get away from me. Get away!
I will get away! And permanently.
Can I take that as your resignation, Mr. Novak?
That's exactly what it is.
Very well. I accept it. Effective immediately. Miss Ritter will have your final pay.
Excuse me, is this the large size or the medium size?
It is the large size.
Well then show me the medium, and I haven't gone all day.
Yes.
Mr. Novak, are you leaving?
Should be good news for you, Miss Polish. Very good news. I won't be arguing with you anymore. I've just quit my job.
Why?
Well, as a matter of fact, I didn't have much choice.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. anything, especially not that you're sorry. Let's not end our relationship on that false note. Goodbye, Miss Polish.
Mr. Novak, may the condemned woman have one last word. I have never wished you any harm. Ever. You've got to believe that.
I believe you, Miss Polish. And may I say, I sincerely hope you marry some nice man and have many children. And for the sake of my successor in this job, I hope it's soon.
Will he like me when we meet? The shy and quiet girl he's going to see. Be the girl that he's imagined me to be. Will he like me? Like the girl he sees. If he doesn't, will he know enough to know? There's more to me than I may always show. Will he like me? Will he know that there's a world waiting for me? Oh, I'm hoping that his eyes and ears won't misinform me. Will he like me? Who can say?